The meme coin market is doing pretty well recently. However, Neiro on Ethereum is struggling. It's down this week. Let's have a look whether or not it makes sense to buy this dip or if you should rather stay away. Let's have a look at the on-chain metrics most people aren't considering. Let's see who's buying and selling here. So we're talking about the first Neiro on Ethereum token, the largest market caps of the Neiros. So it's at 0.16 cents today, and it starts with the contract symbols 812B. A lot of meme categories did pretty well last week. So the AI memes went up by 38%, the pump.fun ecosystem went up by 25%, but again our Neiro token went down 10%. And that's after its phenomenal rally of almost 40,000% since listing on CoinMarketCap. Is this rally now finally over? Now I'm covering Neiro regularly on this channel, and usually those videos tend to outperform quite a lot, indicating that there is retail interest. So have a look at this video, published a bit over 2 weeks ago. The blue line indicates the performance of that video. The gray area shows a typical video. And among the trending tokens on Ethereum, Neiro still holds one of the top spots. It's got a liquidity of 12 million on chain. Now, when it's one of the most liquid tokens on chain, when it's got a lot of capital, the question really is how much more upside is there? We can have a look at market size comparisons. So the largest of the Neiro tokens has a market cap of almost 700 million. Bonk has roughly twice that. Dog with Head has a bit more than 3 times that. But then the air gets thin, right? Then we've got Dogecoin and Shiba Inu and Pepe. More than a 3x is rather unlikely for Neiro. And that might explain why the excitement around the token could be waning somewhat. Now, as said, I publish videos on Neiro regularly here. And the first video was published 1 month ago. At the time, the price was at 308. Now, even after the correction, we are still at double that price. So I try to be early on this channel. If you don't want to miss any video, feel free to subscribe. It's not just videos on Neiro, it's videos on various altcoins. Now, as usual, let's have a look at the on-chain metrics, because this is where you can get real insight. We can have a look at who's buying, who's selling. Now on chain, we've got roughly 17,000 holders. So that's on the Ethereum chain, but not all wallets are created equally, right? Some of those holders might just have a few cents worth of the token. And so let's have a look at the holder development, say in the last month. For the last month, the price in total still went up by more than 40%. So yes, we do face a price depression right now, but for the last entire month, in total, we are still up. Now here are the on-chain metrics that I believe matter. And all of those metrics look at just the last month. At the top left, we've got the number of small holders. So that's holders that have $1,000 worth of Neiro at the current price. This number tends to decline. At the beginning of the month, it was at 3,800. Now it's at 3,400, a drop of more than 10%. Now for the medium holders, that's wallets that have at least $10,000 worth of the token. That went from 1,420 wallets to 1,200 wallets. So again, a drop of more than 10%. And then on the right, we've got the whales. That's the wallets that have more than $100,000 worth of the token. That went from 426 to 366. So a drop of maybe 15% or so, almost 20%. The number of wallets declined across the board. No one's accumulating, while the price net during the same time frame went up. What's exactly going on here? This is a bit counterintuitive, right? It feels like there might be one whale or a few whales that buy a lot of the token and that push up the price despite all of that mass selling. Now let's have a look at the 2 other charts here. On the left side, we see the number of new users versus returning users on any given day. Every single day, we see more existing traders that get in and out of the token than new users. And when we just look at the overall trend, we tend to be going down, right? There seems to be less and less new users pretty much since the 7th of October of this year. Now the 7th of October is over here. Since then the price actually increased first, and we are at very comparable price levels right now. And so we do see how the interest in Neiro is fading, probably because the upside isn't really there anymore. The market cap is pretty large. At the same time, the price did not yet correct according to how many people have sold. And it seems like it's the very, very large wallets that are buying here. And when we look at those largest wallets, we actually do see how the balance is increasing over time. Have a look at this. Almost 60% of the entire Neiro on ETH supply is held by a Binance wallet. Now here's that wallet balance development over time. It continues to go up. It's Binance that's buying here. Now, not all of the tokens that are held by Binance are held in the name of users, right? It's not just custody. There's also balances that get held simply for market making. I think that is what's going on here, because let's have a look at the trading volume on Binance, and especially at the perpetual futures market, at the market for the bets on the price. Have a look at the following. This is the different exchanges ordered by trading volume, and interestingly enough, number one is Gate.io. However, when we look at the perpetual futures market, we see that Binance has traded 1.3 billion worth of the token in the last 24 hours alone. Now, how does this work? Imagine the following. Imagine you offer bets on a game, right? Perpetual futures bets, derivatives. You offer bets on a game, you make money with those bets, and at the same time, you also have an impact on the outcome of the game. So you are paying the referee. This is what's going on, I believe, here with Neiro on ETH. Binance holds most of the supply. Binance can dictate where the price is going. At the same time, they offer all of those derivative contracts. In other words, if a lot of people bet on rising prices, then they might be crashing the price and vice versa. They will liquidate their customers, of course, because they want to maximize profits. I believe it's too late to get into Neiro. I don't think there is organic growth in the token. There's simply manipulation by Binance, and I don't dare to predict where Binance will manipulate the price, right? They can move it up and down and in circles. They can create a lot of volatility, and it's very hard to predict in what direction that volatility will move. Crypto is all about timing. It's all about being early. And Neiro is not early anymore, right? We are in the hundreds of millions of market cap. But there is a way to be early. There is a way to buy over here. Have a look at this. This is our wallet tracking in premium. And we found out how various influencers, for example, Kyle Chessy, bought a lot of Neiro on the 30th of July already. Now the 30th of July was over here. Let's change this from a linear scale to a logarithmic scale. Here's the 30th of July. Since then, the price went up by 56,000%. And so that's how influencers and top traders make money. They follow other wallets and they're obviously also well connected. So here's Kyle Chessy. He's got 133,000 subscribers. But it's not just Kyle Chessy that bought, right? We also have Eunice D. Wong over here. But let's go back to Kyle Chessy. We've got 12 of his wallets. We are tracking in total more than 400 wallets. And of course, not every signal is profitable like this, but that's why we also have the chats, right? We've got dedicated chats in premium discussing various altcoins, when to buy and when to sell. In premium, there's also a dedicated tutorial course. So there are 8 videos just on how to find other wallets and how to track them and how to then afterwards interpret those signals. So that's over here. Feel free to check it out. Feel free to binge watch that. But it's not just wallet tracking. We've got also portfolio management. We've got macro indicators, etc. It's more than 100 videos right now in premium, all tutorials. So feel free to check it out. There's also a 1-week money back guarantee. So in case you don't like what you see, just message me within the first 7 days and I'll refund you 100%. I'm currently not bullish on Neiro. I think it's better to rather stay away. There's too much manipulation going on by Binance. Binance is not going to crash the price by 90%, but I also don't think that the price will suddenly 3 or 4x from here. If it's your first time here, feel free to subscribe. I publish videos regularly. A like would be very much appreciated as well. It helps the channel grow. See you in the next video or see you in premium. Cheers.